Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hope you're well. One thing which we've probably realized by now is that the size of the thing that we're doing gratitude for doesn't actually matter that much. So before we start a gratitude practice, we might think that we have to find the thing which is the best in our life, or the thing which we're most excited about, or the new thing which we haven't done gratitude for before. Very often the reason for that is because we attach ourselves to things which we want in the future, and as we probably think that's very, very important, to be attached to certain things. Otherwise you'll never aspire or work hard for anything in the future. So when we say, okay, we don't have £1 million, so we want to get £1 million, and then we'll be happy, so we attach our happiness there. So any money less than, very often we haven't even decided, but any money less than that is therefore not going to make us happy, which is quite interesting if you think of it like that. But now, you guys, mashallah, on day 13 of a gratitude course. So what you've probably noticed is you can take things which you might consider originally to be small or to be insignificant, and actually be grateful for them. And we don't often do that, because often we think, okay, if I get a promotion, if I get a pay rise, if I get engaged to a certain person, then I'll be happy. But in reality, we don't have to think like that. We can decide to be happy for everything that we have going on in our lives right now, and at the same time we can be equally happy when those things get better and improve. So the only difference is that instead of focusing on what we don't have, we bring that attention to what we do have. And this actually, like I've mentioned, this actually doesn't need to be a big thing. It doesn't have to be something which you're so particularly excited about. It could be something as simple as your cup of tea or cup of coffee in the morning. It could be just waking up next to somebody that you love. It could be being able to breathe. And these are the things which I think very often we just forget about them. So it is important to spend some time bringing our attention. Today, I'm going to split up the things which we bring our attention towards in 3 main categories. So we can be grateful for many, many things. These aren't an exhaustive list, but we're going to split into categories so we can start having a clear idea of what we have going on in our lives. So number 1 is going to be experiences. So the things that we experience, usually things that we do. You might be going on holiday somewhere, or maybe somewhere you've been on holiday, maybe exploring different parts of the world, different parts of the country, and maybe living in a certain type of house, maybe living with your family. So these are kind of experiences which we have every day. That's one way that we feel gratitude. One category we can feel gratitude for. Another category is growth, which is a very, very important thing. So if we look back over the past couple of years, how have we grown as a human being? How have we become better? How has our physical body become better? And how has our spiritual body become better? How has our mind become better? In growth, we have everything. How have our relationships improved and grown? How have our emotions become better? All of these things are things we learn in our growth section. And the final section is the experience of contribution. Sorry, not the experience. The section of contribution. How we contribute to the world. So obviously, as human beings, we feel very inclined towards making the world a better place, especially as Muslims. And we want to leave the world better than we found it. So very often we'll find some talents and skills that we have, and we use those talents and skills to make the world better. And if we look at this as a separate section, that how do we use the growth that we've been through to actually make the world a better place? So what I'd encourage you to do today is to look at these three sections: the experiences, the growth, and the contribution. And how have these three things, how do each of these three categories have a variety of things within them, which you can be grateful for. So again, it will take a bit of time to try and write it down. I think there's about 5 minutes left, so try and take some time out to actually write down these three categories: experiences, growth, and your contribution, and see how that's see where it is at the moment and how it's grown over the past couple of years as well. And we'll look at each of these in a bit more detail, inshallah, as we go forward. And I'll see you tomorrow.